Guten Tag, my dear German friends. Today I'm reacting to how to learn German language easy. This is the name of the video. And well, no, I was lying. The name of the video is how anyone, including you, can read German. But like, okay, I missed a bit. All right, forgive me, please. Anyways, I already created a video about most hardest German words to pronounce. You can find it below this video in description. And also don't forget to like, subscribe, click the bell for notifications, support the channel. You can donate, become a member, get special perks. Okay, let's go, guys.
This video is sponsored by Squarespace.
Squarespace, baby. Square and space.
This one's for lovers of English as much as lovers of German. German is hard. Learning it means studying an array of rules, mastering 3 grammatical genders, and knowing whether you're using the nominative, accusative, genitive, or dative.
Oh my gosh, I'm so bad in this, like accusative, nominative. In Latvian language we have the same, right? Like accusatives, nominatives, and etc. But I mean, I'm so lazy when it comes to theory, like learning theory. I love to learn the language by using it and listening to others, but not by following the rules. I don't know, maybe because I'm like you know, I forgot the word anyways, doesn't matter, but...
But in this video, we're ignoring all of that. I'm going to give you some simple tricks that are going to help your chances of understanding the German words written in front of you, whether they're on a billboard, a menu, or in a movie. By the end, we'll be able to decipher this gibberish to the untrained eye into something that any English speaker will be able to understand. No prior German knowledge required. Even if you don't want to learn German.
Quick question, guys. Off topic. This bicycle, how do you think it belongs to somebody, or he arrived to the park on this bicycle? I'm just curious.
Keep watching though, because the reasons why these tricks work tell us a lot about our own language.
Okay.
German and English have history. Los geht's.
For sure.
Let's go.
Los
So let's
geht's.
get that mystery document back up. The key to decoding this is mainly going to lie in swapping letters in and out to make these words look more like English. I go into exactly why it's possible and what it's got to do with all of these guys later, but the key point is that English and German are part of the same language family. They share a common ancestor that they both developed from, and by retracing that development, you can find consistencies in how they differ. So
I wonder what are the families, language families. There are Slavic languages, right? Language families, and I would love to know other also.
For example, where English developed a th sound in certain words, German went off in a slightly different direction and ended up with a d sound instead. So where English has 3, German has drei. Where English has thunder, German has Donner. English thing is German ding, and where English has the, German has seemingly endless numbers of words of various genders and cases, all of which basically mean the and begin with D.
Okay.
While we're here, actually, German has du and dein, which are 2 words that have the same ancestry as the age-old English words thou and thine. So there's our first trick. Swapping the D in a German word for TH can very often get you closer to the English equivalent. Now, linguistically speaking, the D sound is very similar to the T sound. The processes in our mouths to produce these sounds are extremely similar. Just a tiny tweak makes a T a D. And that's why you can also often swap a German T sound with TH as well, particularly in the middle or at the end of words like Mutter, which is mother, and Wert, which is worth. This similarity between T and D sounds also opens up another letter swap opportunity, this time between the 2 languages.
Rammstein had a song Mutter back in the day. Oh my gosh, it was so dark.
German T's can often be swapped for English D's. Take a look at these pairs. Dream, daughter, and dear all have German equivalents beginning with T.
Yeah.
Tier is actually the German word for animal, but that is precisely what deer originally meant in English before we decided to make it mean one animal in particular. In fact, the Dutch word for animal is still deer. Dutch very often provides a satisfying midpoint between German and English, a bit like it does geographically, I suppose. Now back to German, the D-swap works elsewhere in some words too. Check out under and leader becoming unter and Leiter. Incidentally, Leiter also means ladder. It's all D's and T's again. Now while we're throwing
I understand that I don't understand anything.
T's around, that reminds me of another good swap. This time, instead of taking the T's out, we're going to slip them in the place of the S sound made by either one or two S's. Check out how neatly German Wasser becomes English water.
Okay.
The German word for what is was, and if you apply to
Was ist das?
of attrix
Apologies.
to German das, you get its English equivalent, that. And that, incidentally, in Old English, like das does in German, was the neuter version of the. So it works then as well. And another bonus fact, there are actually some German dialects that use that and dat with a T at the end instead of an S, as does our friend from the Low Countries, Dutch. Oh, and let's bring in that most Germanic of characters.
Probably Dutch are also from the same family of the languages as the Germans, English, and other guys.
This fat, wiggly fellow, the SZ. Although its name
Looks like a
literally
bee.
means SZ or SZ, it actually replaces a double S. So if you see it, sub in a double S, then try swapping it with a T. For example, German Fuss becomes English foot, with a bit of imagination applied to the vowels. Now let's fling some more T's around.
I can tell you one thing, it would be easier. This video needs to be watched again and again, first of all, and second of all, I need to write it down, and then it's gonna be easier to consume it and implement it into action.
Because adding a T can also help us solve all of these words by subbing it in for the ts sound, usually expressed in German with a Z. We can get much closer to the English two, this time the number, and tongue. And there are plenty of others. Right, more of these to come, but I realise it's a lot to take in with all of these consonants flying around. I've become somewhat consonant incontinent, haven't I? So let's take a break to understand why these tricks work when they do, which I admit is not 100% of the time, but the hit rate is really good. We'll get to the cool reason just as soon as I've introduced you to this video's sponsor,
Squarespace. Let's go, baby.
Individuals to create their online
they are the sponsors, guys.
Launch their passion project. I created my own all of these guys. Well, what did I mean? Well, what do Rapunzel, Hansel and Gretel, Little Red Riding Hood, and others have in common?
Fairy tales.
The answer is that they're all fairy tales featured in the collections of Germany's famous brothers Grimm, Wilhelm and Jakob. By the way, brother is another word that our tricks work on, because you can just swap the D in the middle of Bruder in German for a TH and you basically get brother. Anyway,
okay, I start to get it.
Because as well as working,
we're replacing D with the TH, all like always, as I understood. Man, okay.
with seinem Bruder to bring together and reimagine European fairy tales, he was also a prolific linguist. So I mentioned earlier how English and German are from the same language family, the Germanic languages. In fact, more specifically, they're both Western Germanic languages. And Jakob Grimm was one of the driving forces behind an ingenious theory about how Germanic languages developed together, known as Grimm's Law. Long ago, probably in the first millennium BC, the Germanic languages went through a consonant shift that moved their consonant sounds away from those of Proto-Indo-European. That's the ancient ancestor Germanic languages share with other language families like the Romance languages, the Celtic languages, Slavic languages, and others like Sanskrit, for example. But the language that became modern High German, which is the most widely spoken form of German and the one we're talking about, went through an extra consonant shift that other Germanic languages like English did not. That left German with different consonant sounds to English, but those differences are remarkably consistent, and that's why we can often swap them in and out and get from one language to the other. So now you know the theory, let's get on to some more tricks. Another way that English and German diverge from one another is with the sounds p and f. And it means that a lot of f sounds in German written with an F, a double F, or PF, f, can be swapped with a P to get you closer to the English.
Okay.
For example, German Pfeffer is English pepper. Pfeifer is pipe. They're both double whammies. But German Auf has the same linguistic root as English up, and German Hoffe is English hope. There are so many of these as well. Schiff and ship, Apfel and apple. This one really does work. So remember, when the English P, the German's F. The next swap is a piece of
that is a good joke, man.
Of cake, or in German, ein Stück Kuchen. You can often sub
Kuchen.
CH in a German word
No.
for a K and get closer to the English,
Kuchen?
like Kuchen and cake. Also, German
No,
Machen is
Kuchen, like cake, doesn't really sound the same, I would say.
English make, although it also means do as well. Suchen is related to English seek, and a German Buch is an English book.
Okay.
And again, actually, once you do these swaps, you basically get to the Dutch version of these words. Check out Machen. So Dutch viewers, do feel free to use these cheats with your own language too. German Ich becomes Dutch Ich, both of which
Ich will. Doodle, doodle, doodle. Ich will. Sorry.
mean I, and incidentally, Old English for I, as in me, was Ich, or something like it. My pronunciation of Old English is always dreadful. Anyway, that's all a Dutch distraction, because I was just going to point out that German words that begin with a K often have an English equivalent beginning with C. Cake is a good example of that one as well. A German Kuh is a cow, Kreuz is a cross, and lots of others are really obvious, like Kultur and culture. You're unlikely to struggle with ones like that. Now, any more for any more? Yes. Hanging out at the end of the alphabet are W and Y, and they hold the key to another couple of handy switcheroos you can do. We're going to try swapping them in for German G's. Let's take the German word Tag. So we already know what to do with the T. We're swapping it for a D, aren't we? Remember dream and daughter? And now let's try, as I just suggested, removing the G and putting in a Y. We end up with day. What's the German for day? It's Tag. Another fascinating historical fact, the Old English word for day was this.
Oh.
Notice anything?
Oh my.
Has a G
Oh
at the
my.
end, although it was actually pronounced more like
G
a
unit.
Y. It was something like die. Again, my Old English is dreadful. Anyway, some more G and Y swaps. German Weg is English way. German sagen is English say. And if the Y doesn't work, just give a W a go. German Bogen is English bow.
I mean, there's so much information in this video. I mean, I'm losing a bit my concentration because there's a lot to remember, man. There's a lot to remember.
Oh, and I've just thought of another good one, actually. A lot of B's in German are V's in English. Take a look at the German words for live and indeed for liver.
Okay.
Also to
Lever.
give, which is geben, and to stick things together.
Wait. Lever and lever. You know, if I replace the B over here with that V, a lever is a different thing than a liver. Because liver is like an organ inside the body, but lever, it's like I don't even know how to explain what is lever. You know, it's a lever. You know, so yeah. Very strange.
Kleben, which is a relative of English cleave. Cleave is a fascinating word because it can both mean to separate and to put together. Have you ever noticed that? Little doggy. Well, don't let me stop before I get to my triple letter score trick with CHT. German words containing CHT often have a similar English word.
Also, there's like this flower that grows, you know, and it contains CHC also. It's legalized in Germany, if I'm not wrong.
With GHT instead. I give you light, both in the sense of the shiny stuff and the stuff that's easy to lift.
Licht.
I also give you night, 8, and sight. And there are others. Ones to watch out for, though. Nicht means not rather than night, and you wouldn't be blamed for thinking a knecht was a knight, but it isn't. A knecht is a servant, but in my defence, the words are related. The English knights saw themselves as servants to their sovereign. Right, or should that be Richt? Actually, a German judge is a Richter, and they oversee the administration of Recht, so I think that one sort of counts. Anyway, right. Those are all the tools you need to be a consonant trickster. So let's put them to the test and bring back this from earlier.
Okay.
And if you hadn't already worked out what this
Guten
is, it does tell you
Appetit.
at the top. Tagesmenü. Let's work
Okay,
out...
okay. Let's do this. I'm gonna do it. We have T for D. D. Okay. Next one is A. A we are not replacing. G we are not. G with Y. So die. They. Okay. E we are replacing or not? No. Okay. So it's they. Yes. A letter S not replacing. A letter M not replacing. Days menu. I did it, baby. I did it.
A magic on the T and solid for a
yes.
D, and the G for a Y, and we get something very close to Day's menu.
Yes.
This is
I'm
a
so
menu
happy,
of the
man.
Day's specials.
Oh
So,
my gosh,
for
this
starters,
is really working.
Cremige Karottensuppe. Well, already we see that we can do another G and Y swap in the first word,
Oh no, I missed this
and we
one.
get much closer to the English word creamy.
Okay, let's go creamy. Okay, let's go with the second one. Karottensuppe. Okay, it's a soup, right? Karotten is probably a spoon or something like that. But okay, letter K is for C, so it's C. A R we are not replacing. O do we replace O? Not. So it's wait. C carrot and the two T's were H TH. So it's carothen. Wait, E carothen. Carothen soup. So it's I don't know, man. Carothen soup.
And then we can swap the K at the start of the next
Carrot
word with a
soup.
C, although I
It's
suspect
carrot
we've
soup.
already worked that one out. This is creamy carrot soup.
Yes,
is just
yes,
German for
yes, I'm so
and
happy.
If you need any
I'm
help
so
with
happy.
the last word, swap the T at the end.
Hey, I
for
missed
a
this
D,
one.
and you can work out that that's bread.
Okay, let's go next one. K for C. Okay, it's K for C. A L a B 2 W 2 S's were what was 2 S's? Nothing. S is for T. So it's like K for C, 2 S's for T. So it's Kalbsschnitzel. Okay, Kalbs. No, wait. Man, Kalbt Schnitzel? Kalbt. Like, what means kalbt? I don't know.
The next word is a bit tricky. You probably already know what a schnitzel is, a delicious breaded
Yes.
cutlet. But what about the start of the word,
Yes.
though? Well, swap the K with a C and the B with a V. and you get
I missed. Oh no.
calves. Does that look like any English word to you?
But it's two
How
two
about
S's.
calves? Kalb is the German for veal,
Why he's not switching two S's?
the meat of a young cow, a calf. Mit is just the German for with, and we came across Pfeffer earlier. It's our double whammy P swap, giving us pepper. And sauce is conveniently the English spelling. There is a
Okay,
German
let's go the next one. A for nothing. P F F for P. So it's app P. Wait, so we're switching P for something? No, it's like app P E for something. Let's see. E for I don't know. Apple L. We're swapping. No, not apple cushion. K for C. Apple. So it's like apple. we're swapping with K. Kuchen. So it's apple kuchen.
German word for sauce that is extremely similar, but the English, or rather French spelling is also used. Onto our dessert. It's apple cake. The PF again, swapped for a P gives us an apple. Then swapping the K for a C and the CH for a K gets us close enough to cake to work it out.
Yeah, that's what I said, kuchen.
Like
so it's a cake,
on.
yeah. I thought kuchen it's like to cook, you know, it associates more with the cooking, not with the cake.
The drink, you actually have a choice.
Okay, coffee oder Wasser. Coffee is a coffee, Wasser is water. Oder, let's see. We swap D for TH, so it's otter. E for something. No, not swapping E. R for nothing. So it's we're swapping over TH. D to TH, so it's otter. Wasser. Water. Coffee. Otter, water, something like that.
Of coffee or water.
Oh.
Swap the K for a C and that double S for a T. Although I'm sure the waiter will let you have both if you ask nicely enough.
Okay.
So that's the full menu, and there we have it. What I've basically given you there is a lesson on Germanic consonant.
That was nice.
Dressed up
that was good. I loved it.
Top tips for translating German, but they really do work a lot of the time.
Yes.
If you've enjoyed this, I've done a similar thing.
Yes, I have enjoyed this, and that's why I'm liking the video of this dude.
Ghost words.
Guys,
like and subscribe and share this with someone who may find it useful. I'll see you
no, I messed up. Join the channel, very good channel, Rob Words. I love it. I love the way he does teaches and his content, guys. Thank you for watching. I really enjoy learning, man. That was nice. I didn't expect to learn nothing from this video, but I learned a lot. Only problem is I will forget about it soon, but it needs to be written down and it needs to be practiced all the time. But the system works. System works for sure. Yes. Thank you for watching, guys. If you want to support the channel, want to support me, don't be shy. You can donate. You can become a member. Like, subscribe, click the bell for notifications. You will help channel to grow, become better, bigger, and stronger. So, auf Wiedersehen. See you in next reaction videos. Bye.